Good morning. Hope y'all are having a good day. It's Friday. I hope you've had a good week, and I hope you have a really good weekend. My name is Austin. I work here at Serenity House. I am an addict. I got clean here on October 19th of 2014. We've got a medical detox. We've got a residential inpatient program, outpatient, peer recovery support program. We've got some great recovery coaches. And we've also got a youth prevention program. So we offer lots of services, and me and my family and friends have been very blessed by Serenity House. So I'm grateful to be here. Let's read the Just for Today. Identification. Someone finally knew the crazy thoughts that I had and the crazy things I'd done. Addicts often feel terminally unique. We're sure that no one used drugs like we did or had to do the things that we did to get them. Feeling that no one really understands us can keep us from recovery for many years. But once we come to the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, we begin to lose that feeling of being the worst or the craziest. We listen as members share their experiences. We discover that others have walked through the same twisted paths that we've walked and still have been able to find recovery. We begin to believe that recovery is available to us too. As we progress in our own recovery, sometimes our thinking is still insane. However, we find that when we share the hard time we may be having, others identify, sharing how they have dealt with such difficulties. No matter how troubled our thinking seems, we find hope when others relate to us, passing along the solutions they found. We begin to believe that we can survive whatever we're going through to continue on in our recovery. The gift of Narcotics Anonymous is that we learn we are not alone. We can get clean and stay clean by sharing our experience, our strength, and even our crazy thinking with other members. When we do, we open ourselves to the solutions others have found to the challenges we face. Just for today, I'm grateful that I can identify with others. Today, I will listen as they share their experience, and I'll share mine with them. You know, that was my famous saying when I got here. Like, I'm from West Odessa. Y'all didn't use how I used. You didn't run with who I ran with. And like, that was just... And I really believed it. Like, when I first got here, I didn't know that an addict like me that was from where I was from, that had done the things that I could do, could get clean. And because there really hadn't been anybody that I knew that had, by way of treatment or a program. It was always like prison or a job in another country, or, you know, like it was never this way. And so I was really grateful to find out that even I could get clean. Right? Even you can get clean, no matter where you're from or how you use or what you use. And another thing is, I was thinking about as I'm reading this, you know, the different places that I've worked. I still work at a restaurant at night, and normal people will make jokes about drinking or using, and then they'll apologize quickly, or they'll accidentally invite me out to the bar with them or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like it's going to get me high or drunk, right? And they'll be all upset with themselves. And I'm like, if you only knew the jokes and the things that us clean addicts say, you wouldn't worry about those little remarks that don't have any power over me. And it's talking about the crazy thoughts and the crazy things that we've done. We've lived quite a few different lives if you're an addict. And so there's definitely been some crazy things that have happened in my life. Not so much since I got clean, but there has been periods of crazy thinking since I got clean. There's still days when somebody pulls out in front of me on the road that I want to go left and just act a fool. And that's the simple stuff, right? There's days whenever like something, I'll notice some days I'll have some anger and I'm feeling like less than, low self-esteem, or I'm upset because I made a mistake and I don't know how to process with myself or somebody else, or like little things. Different things for an addict can really get us out of whack if we're not able to like spend some time processing it and working on it and understanding what we're feeling, playing it out, making amends if we need to. That's why the step working process is so important, because it teaches me how to do those things in everyday life based on some past experiences. Once I've worked the step a few times, I'm not working the steps on what's happened in the past, right? I'm working it on what's going on in my life right now. And so I'm grateful that I got to start out working on old stuff, and now I get to work on stuff that's going on in my life right now. And what's happened over a period of time in the step working process is like my thoughts aren't as crazy anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. I can still be really self-centered, and I can still get irate, and I can still say and do mean things. But like my ideations are not nowhere close to what they used to be when I first got clean, right? Like I don't go all the way there to these wicked, dark places. I'm able to get free from it before I get that far down that rabbit hole, right? And that's because I've learned in the step working process and the fellowship, like how to process my feelings and how to make better choices. And also in the identification with other addicts, that I'm not alone. I'm not this crazy, messed up, isolated person. Like there's other people that struggle with the same things that I struggle with. There's a lot of people that struggle with the same things that I struggle with. And so, man, I'm grateful that I found a home. Narcotics Anonymous has been my home. The fellowship is my family. And because of being able to function in that society, I've been able to build a family, a real family, and lots of friends. And I'm really grateful for this life I get to live today. If you're struggling in any of these areas, please reach out, send a message, call your sponsor, or reach out to another addict or friend. Man, I lived too long being beat up by my own thoughts and ideas that weren't even true. And so I hope y'all have a good weekend. And thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all Monday.